to get right to it. Today we are doing canning, and I'm very pleased to announce that we are doing a much requested canning video. It is my pickled peppers and onions. Well, not mine. It's a ball recipe, but it's one that I love. I did it as a new recipe when I first got the book. And at first, besides the recipe that's in the book, which is a Cuban sandwich, I really didn't know what else I was going to use it for, but I have found so many delicious ways to use these pickled peppers and onions. For instance, I made a video, and I will link it up here, of a sauce, like a sandwich sauce. Oh my gosh. I think I just called it awesome sauce. I don't even know what I called it, but super delicious, super easy. And I actually recently started, just as a pantry meal, I'll take my canned ground turkey and I'll mix it with some Montreal chicken seasoning, and then I will melt some Swiss on it and put the pickled peppers and onions. It makes such a good sandwich. Such a good sandwich. Anyway, I just ran out. So, because I redid my pantry and I found one jar, but I just ate it. So we're going to make more. So, what I have going on, don't mind my lunch sitting over there. Had some butter beans for lunch today. Alright, so, I have my Dutch oven right here. Now, what you want to start doing first is your onions. So it calls for 2 cups of sliced red onions, and then you cover them with ice cold water and let them sit for 10 minutes. So here are mine. They're cut at 1/4 of an inch thick, roundabout. I didn't have a tape measure or anything, so I can't say that they're for sure 1/4 inch, but I tried to get close. Now, while those are doing their thing in the ice water, you need to get the rest of your stuff going. So, in this, my ceramic coated Dutch oven or stainless steel, 1.5 cups of sugar. So there's 1. There's 1/2. And then you need 1/2 cup of pickling salt. Now this was just shy of half a cup. So I did add some of my sea salt to make it the full 1/2 cup. As long as it's not iodized, you're okay. And then we need 4 cups of white vinegar and 4 cups of water. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. Alright, so now that we have everything in there, we are going to bring this up to medium-high heat. Well, no. We're going to bring it up to a boil over medium-high heat and stir until all the sugar and salt dissolves. So, I'll turn that on, get that going. Now, while this is doing its thing, if it's been 10 minutes on your onions, you want to drain them and then pat them dry and then toss them with our peppers. Now, for the peppers, I'll go ahead and tell you, it says 2 medium-sized red bell peppers, 2 medium yellow bell peppers, and 2 large green bell peppers. And then all cut to 1/4 inch thick. Now, I only had the small ones, and these were frozen. I did these a while back. They were the little mini colorful peppers. And I sliced them and froze them, so I'm letting them thaw, and then this is what I'm going to use. I don't have exact measurements on them because, again, they were small. But I'm thinking it should be about enough. So this is what I'm going to use, and we're going to see how this works out. So I will bring you back after the onions have gone. We've tossed our peppers, and this is done. It's boiled, and everything is dissolved from it. And then I'll show you what happens next. So I am so glad that you stopped by, and I hope you stick around because this is something that you are going to want to have on your pantry shelf. Okay, so I forgot one crucial ingredient, as I'm here stirring and recapping. Come here, sweetie pie. Recapping what I put in, I forgot to add the crushed red pepper. So we're doing dried crushed red pepper, and for this amount it is 2 teaspoons. Now I am estimating this because I can't find where my teaspoons went. So there's 1 roughly, and there's 2. And this is actually a mixture of red peppers that I dehydrated myself, and then also crushed red peppers from the store, plus it has a little cayenne powder from where I had just a tiny bit left. And so I just mixed it all together. It's a nice little spicy concoction. But that is all the ingredients that you need. Now, I'll go ahead and say it because I am not adding it, and I'm sure I'll get asked. You can add the ball pickle crisp if you would like. We are going to be doing this in pints, and so it says 1/8 of a teaspoon per pint if that is what you're wanting to use. I did not use it last time, and they're perfect. They still have a slight bite, but they're not overly crunchy. I mean, they're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm not putting it in this time either, but you're more than welcome to if that is what you so choose. I know some people swear by it and they love it, and that is great for them. So I'm going to continue stirring this, making sure nothing is sticking on the bottom. Make sure everything gets dissolved, and then once it comes up to a boil, I'll bring it back. Yeah. Alright, so here is what my liquid looks like, my vinegar mixture. And then I didn't have room in the bowl to mix it all together, so I mixed it all in the gallon baggie that the peppers were in, so everything is really mixed well, so we'll get a nice variety in each jar. Now I have my jars excuse me, hot, sitting in the canner. I just sterilized them, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour that water out. Now, to do these, one of my jars. Alright, so what you want to do is you have your hot jars. We are going to tightly pack the hot jars with our peppers and onions. If you're going to be putting in the pickle crisp, go ahead and put that in now. So with clean hands, gotta have stuff clean, tightly pack vegetables into the jar. And while you're doing it, just make sure that you're again getting a nice variety in each one. We're going to be doing a half an inch of headspace. So I'll repeat that again since I messed up. A half an inch of headspace for these pickles. And I can fit more in there. I would have done wide mouth, but I couldn't find my lids for the wide mouth. So we're doing small mouth. It would definitely be easier with a wide mouth, but oh well. And I do not know if this is safe to do in quarts. I am going off of the ball recipe, and it does not give me an option to do quarts. It only says pints. So that is all I'm doing. Although I don't think I would ever use a quart amount in a timely manner. Okay, so check on babies. What are babies doing? Okay. So now, first, let me just show you how beautiful this looks. So that's just so gorgeous. And you can't really see. Sorry about that. Let me move my hot liquid and spill it everywhere. See if that's better. 6 one way, half a dozen other. Anyway, so take your mixture and we're just going to pour it right over top. And then We'll debubble, check our headspace, and again we want 1/2 inch. That looks good. And I can't find my debubbler. So debubble is something non-metallic because you don't want to hurt your jar. Alright, everything is below the line. Looks like 1/2 inch. Wipe the rim of your jar. I use white vinegar, especially if I am water bath canning, then I definitely use white vinegar. And make sure that there aren't any nicks, anything that could ruin your seal. And then lid and ring, fingertip tight, and there it is. So pretty. Now this is going to rest in my hot canner while, it actually needs to turn down a little, while I get the rest of these filled up. And then this is going to process in the water bath canner for 10 minutes. Start your timer once it's at a rolling boil, and then once the 10 minutes is up, take the lid off, turn off the heat, let them sit in the canner for an additional 5 minutes before taking them out. You want to let them acclimate, otherwise you're going to get siphoning, or it could cause one of your jars to rupture. It's just wait the 5 minutes. It is just best to do that. So I will continue doing this and bring you back for the finished product. Alright guys, here's the finished product, and they are so pretty. I just love them. I love the color. Now 2 things. First, I only got 5 pints instead of 6, so I don't think I had enough peppers, but that is okay because I still had 5 full jars, plus I have an entire pint of the brine which I kept, and the next video you see will be how I use that leftover brine. So stay tuned for that. And the second thing is I forgot to put vinegar in my water. So you can already see where I'm going to have to scrub my jars, all of that residue. Yeah. That is because I have hard water and I did not put vinegar in my canner. Yep. So that's all I have for you today though. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.